Hey everyone, Sweet Johnny Cage here, back with another guide for Maquette. This time I'm going to show you how to get through the Wedge, as well as get the bonus trophy, Getting It Over With, which we receive for completing this stage in under 9 minutes and 50 seconds. Starting off, we're going to go into the purple house, go into the backyard, and then we can hit a switch back here that will lead to the outer dome. So this brings us down here, and now we're going to go through and approach the purple house one more time. And we're going to use the rake to walk up as a ramp, and then we can hop up the stairs one by one. I noticed that you move really slow in these big outer domes, and I get that that's for perspective, but it feels way too slow. Anyway, go up the rake, and then turn left, and then just jump onto the stairs, and we can use the little flower pots as well as the piles of rocks to get up the stairs. Both will do the same thing. So keep hopping up, turn left, go up this flower pot, use the rocks to get up. And then there's a little dollhouse in here that we can now get into using the books. And we're going to pick up the wedge, or the staircases. Or the staircase, sorry, singular. So go ahead and pick that up, and then we need to go back to the inner dome, so just retrace your steps. Luckily, you don't have to use the rake anymore, and getting down the stairs is infinitely faster than walking up them. Okay, so just keep moving forward, and then we're just trying to get back to that elevator on the outer dome that we can see in front of us. Getting up these stairs is a little tricky. Just keep mashing jump and holding forward, and eventually you'll get up. All right. So once you're up here, go back into the elevator, press the switch. That'll bring you back up inside the dome. Okay, go through the backyard, up the stairs, out of the house, down the stairs. And now we can take this staircase and use it to access this next part of the puzzle. So you want to place it just in front of this broken fence. And it's a little bit easier if you just sort of stand right in front of it. It's a little tough maneuvering things around inside the inner dome with this big staircase. All right, so go ahead and drop it. And that allows us to hop the fence. And once in here, we're going to drop the gates on either side. So come to this house. You can do this in any order. It doesn't matter. Hitting this switch will drop the outer gate, which allows us to get back to the outer dome. And then we're going to turn around and go into this house right here. And this will drop the interior gate. So what we need to do now is go back to the inner dome and then pick up the wedge and then place it inside of this gate here. This way we can get access to this house. So just line it up with the doorway. And then what we need to do next, once we drop it, is go to the outer dome. And then we're going to walk under the fence. It's sort of like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids moment. All right, so just go outside now that we have this wall open. And then you can just walk straight towards the house. You don't have to go inside of this area necessarily. You just keep walking straight, and these little openings in the fence down here are available to you. I really wish you walked faster in these bigger sections. Just feels too slow. Okay, so walking under here, what we're going to do now is we're just going to walk up this staircase that was so conveniently placed for us. Go into the house, and then we need to start climbing some pipes. So go ahead and climb this pipe. Hold circle to skip the cutscene. And then we're going to hop onto the chair over here. Just like this. And then we can just look up and press this switch. You don't have to get any closer than that. So hitting that switch, we're going to skip the cutscene. But it basically turns on a chimney in the next part of the puzzle, which we're going to get to. So we just got to walk down the staircase and head back. It would have been cool if there was like a teleport button to bring you back to the interior dome. That would have been nice. Okay. So just keep walking forward, and then we just got to go back to the interior dome. And again, these stairs can be a little tricky to get up, so just hold forward and keep mashing X, and you'll get up eventually. All right, so then we're going to do the same exact thing, just walk up these staircases, and then we can go through the little backyard here. Now this next section is pretty interesting. This took me a little while to figure out. And I've actually done this 2 different ways, but this is a much cleaner way of doing it. So go ahead and pick up the wedge from inside of this fence. And then what we need to do is we need to drop it to an area that we can reach. So go ahead and drop it here. That'll cause the barrier to go up around that section. Pick up the upsized wedge, and then we need to place it on the exterior of this wall right here. It's going to seem way too big, and believe me it is, but this is a really interesting piece of the puzzle here. So once we do that, we can take this elevator and go down. I think I'm just double checking that I did it correctly. Yes, take this elevator, head on down, and then we can walk up the interior ramp of this staircase. Great. And then we jump over, and now what we got to do is lower the gates, just like that. Let's go ahead and lower that one. That will lower that gate. Okay. Once that's done, we can go outside, and then we will head into this one. This will open up the front gate, and then we need to move the wedge one more time. We need to move it near this house. This also took me a little while to figure out. This was a little tough, but go ahead and place the wedge, same size, facing this way in front of the door. Great. So once that's done, we can head out to the bigger exterior dome, walk down these staircases, and then just head towards the wedge right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk up the exterior ramp, turn around, and then jump onto the banister and walk up the banister. You have to be very careful when doing this because it is possible to get stuck between the banister and the house. And unfortunately, if that happens, you're going to have to restart the puzzle. So you got to be very, very careful. You have plenty of time to do this one. It's under 9.5 minutes. So just take your time in this little section. It's definitely worth it. Okay, so come over here. Then we're going to jump onto this banister here. And then we just walk straight up. Great. And then head inside the house. And we're going to turn left. Go inside here. Skip the cutscene. And then we're going to pick up the key. It's on a mousetrap. Great. And now that we have the key, we can head back to the interior dome. We can leave the wedge. Jump down. And now we just got to keep on walking. This is why I wish there was like a teleport button, because it just feels like the vast majority of this puzzle, you're just walking between domes, and that takes a while. But we're almost done. We're done in just a minute. All right, so on the staircase, just hold forward and keep mashing X, and you'll get up. And then you want to head to the interior dome now. So just walk up the staircase, and then walk through the yard of this quadrant. Great. And then we're going to take this key, and we're going to use it in the church door. So just turn right. And then once you insert it into the door, you don't have to do anything else. Just put it in the door, and then that will open the church, and it will also activate the bell, which is the key to the exit of this this puzzle. Or I guess the bell is the exit, I should say. So with the door open, the bell will ring. We're going to turn right around and grab the wedge one more time. So once the cutscene plays, the bell activates, and then we can grab the wedge from outside the house. Okay, and then I made a mistake here. I should have just taken it from the house instead of having to resize it or anything. But what we're going to do now is we're going to drop it and then pick it up. And then we actually need to put this in front of the miniature church and then use the wedge as a staircase to go up to the bell. Unfortunately, I clipped through right there, but that's okay. So just jump up here, go towards the bell, and press square on the bell, and the level will end. And then just hold circle to skip the cutscene, and you will get the Getting It Over With trophy, as well as the trophy for completing the puzzle. And that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides from Maquette, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'm Sweet Johnny Cage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.